Hello, this is the 11th lecture in the Semantic SEO course, and I will talk about the momentum. As you remember, in my formula before, I talked about vastness, depth, and also the momentum. Momentum actually comes from the publication frequency, and I directly mentioned it actually in my topical authority case study and conceptualization as well. So the publication date actually reflects when we will be publishing all these specific articles. And to be able to create a publication frequency, there are certain rules. One of them, actually the most important of them, is be patternless. The search engine shouldn't know when exactly you will be publishing something there. Sometimes publish during the weekends, publish during the weekdays, publish night, publish morning, publish all the time. And do not create a certain frequency, not like one article every day, not like 2 articles every day or 5 articles per 5 days. Sometimes publish 3 articles in a single day, then wait for 4 days. In the 5th day, publish 1. Next day, publish 7 articles, then wait for 3 days and go with a different frequency. The important thing here is that if you take certain amount of timeline, you should be the source that publish most. When it comes to publication, if I launch a project the first time, I don't publish things during the core algorithm updates or big algorithmic changes. I always wait a kind of flat algorithmic season. The flat algorithmic season, basically there is no update and the search engines are ready to find new documents and improve their search engine result page or their main index quality, which means. So the purpose of publication frequency is taking the search engine attention, but you should understand one thing here. It is also about the cost. Because if a search engine spends money to actually crawl you, let's say this is a search engine crawl system. And here, let's say this is your website and this is, let's say, a knowledge domain. And there are different types of websites here. Imagine that all these stars are different websites, okay? And here, as a new source here, you want to actually outrank some of these things. But to be able to outrank some of these sources, you will need to have higher relevance and higher responsiveness, better coverage, better depth, and also higher quality overall. And to be able to prove that, you will need to take the attention of the search engine crawlers. So let's say this is our timeline. And in this case, if you are being crawled 5 times more than this specific source here, it means that actually the search engine invested money in you and time as well. So this is an advantage because if they crawled your website more, and also if the information related to your website in their crawling system is fresher compared to some of these competitors, they will need to try you because when they check their systems or their storage, they will see that this information is coming from your website, and whenever they crawl your website, they always see a new content, and that new content is always more clear to understand, which means clarity is higher, accuracy is higher, comprehensiveness is better. And eventually they will realize that ranking you is cheaper. In Saigon, in the SEO Mastery Summit, I clearly stated that cost of ranking a website can't be higher than cost of not ranking the website. This is the main principle of topical authority. I found the topical authority idea based on cost of retrieval. And that's why one of the books that I will be publishing will be carrying actually that name. Always go cheaper. And if you take the attention of search engine, make it worth it. So if they crawl your website all day long or all the month, and if they don't find something quality, they won't come back probably for the next 8 months, and you might need to wait even 2 core algorithm updates, which is average to 6 months at least. So that's why you will need to have a little bit maybe higher discipline and structured mindset here. Everything should be ready in the eyes of search engine. So once you are able to take the attention of the crawlers, usually crawl rate is correlative with the positive rankings, and usually your graphic will go like this: higher, then a little bit lower, then higher again, then a little bit lower, then higher again, then a little bit lower again. And most of the time, these higher sections, these are just re-rankings. Basically, every re-ranking will be helping to you increase your overall rankability. The thing that you should understand here is that in every core algorithm update, there is a top level that you can rank and there is a bottom level that you can rank. So these lines here, they are changing during the core algorithm updates. If you're able to gather enough level of historical data, and if you're able to cover these things comprehensively with high accuracy and clarity, after a point, a core algorithm update will be happen, and your rankings will go like this, suddenly so much high, and then there will be a new up line that you can rank and bottom line that you can drop. So if I come back here, our purpose is actually here creating a different type of rankability or creating a different type of momentum. So the search engine crawlers always need to crawl our website. And whenever they crawl, they will always find an increased quality. Whenever we exceed quality thresholds, we will always be ranking higher continuously. And in the future example projects, you will see other examples for momentum too. So in the next lecture, we will talk about labels.